Hey friends, how are y'all doing? I'm ecstatic and exhausted at the same time, but I wanted to go ahead and continue communicating with everyone with my latest vinyl update since have bought some things since the last one, which was Ride. That was the only thing I had bought. I want to go ahead and thank you folks that have already purchased the Indrima. I've got them. Got them all in mailers here. I'll be sending them out tomorrow. Um, this is very, very exciting. Thank you very much for being interested in the work. And so let me show you the latest records that I've added to my collection. Happily so too, because on Record Store Day when I got down there, I got down there late and they were out of this, and I wanted the red Crayola, and they got it in for me. So I have both of the Record Store Day International Artist releases, 13th Floor Elevators and red Crayola, and the remix work on here by Sonic Boom is nice. It's noticeable, and it's well done. I also picked this up because I've never owned a copy of Relic, so although I have all the music on here in one way or another in the collection, I found a nice copy of this. It's on matte. It's not a slick cover, it's a matte cover, and that caught my attention too. I was not sure. I don't know if the first edition of it came out this way or not, but grabbed that today. I also finally picked up some Bardo Pond, and I found something kind of interesting here. It's a split. It's Bardo Pond. Their side they're doing Bog, and the other side is by Buck Paco, and Pushed Out into the Sun. This isn't there's only 600 copies of this, and I've already spun the Bardo Pond side all the way through. Yeah, man, that's some sweet, heavy, beautiful psychedelic sludge that those guys know how to dredge up, and I think I'm using the right words. I picked this up. Jerry Chardonnay, Leon Franchioli, and Radu Malfatti. Radu is the name that I knew, and also I trust this label, Hat Hut Records. I picked this up used at a fairly reasonable price, and this is something that I've already listened to most of both sides, but it's one of those types of recordings and musical interplays where it's really quiet. I don't know if it's so much that it's delicate, but it's like there's undertones and overtones going on with the squeaks and the silences in between, and just it's something that I know that if I give myself half a minute to really sit down and digest it again, it's going to take me on a journey. Really glad to get this. I already showed this, but this is my most recent thing. I bought this today, and really pleased to get this. I remember years ago, back in the 70s, at the the discount stores where you see cutout records, 39, 59 cents, and I would see that all the time, and I didn't connect with the cover. But an interesting little fact about this, before I forget, is that one of the engineers is John Cale. It's produced by Abe Vocal Cash, who I kind of think was a house producer for Mercury Records. Mercury, Phillips, Fontana were all associated back in the 60s and 70s. But that's a really good record. I was really, really, really pleased to find that. Changes 2, Bowie. Sometimes I speak a little quick, but just a minor bit of damage on top, which is I kept passing this up actually at my store, and I finally said, we'll have that. Let me grab that, and they gave me $1 off on it. trying to get Bowie back, more Bowie in my collection, and it's very interesting. Now that I've decided, it's like here in Omaha, it's all the Bowie vinyl is gone. It's like, okay. Picked up this reissue, 180 gram of Bubble Puppy's, to look at A Gathering of Promises. And this is put out by Sundays. As you know, originally this was out on International Artists. They had the top 40 hit. It was a hit, Hot Smokin' Sassafras, which I still hear as a pretty potent piece of rock music, you know, and it's just that beginning guitar fuzz and feedback, the way he controls it and comes in with the chicka chicka. That's a classic. That's a fine moment in rock and roll music, if you ask me. And I went ahead and picked this up because I like good packaging, and I do like this band, Explosions in the Sky. This is their latest one. Take care, take care, take care. And indeed, it is the package. Got that right? Yeah. I won't bother to take this all apart. I did see Mr. Hall of Fame. I think I saw Dan from New York, from Canada rather. Dan NYC. I think of New York when I see your name, man. NYC. Z. Yeah, this is the way this sounds is like this is just another Explosions in the Sky record. It's like a continuation, and it's nice. What they're doing is nice. Could I imagine this band pushing itself, trying to go to another level or try something different, and they didn't? I would say that I could make that assessment, and it makes me think of right away of when I ragged on Radiohead, and I should apologize to Radiohead because I really do love that band, and I like the new record. Not my opinion, but my experience of it is the same, is that it's just not even getting really warmed up on side one, kinda, with Lotus Flower. And it's not until, the Ghost song, man, they hit a home run with that baby. And so, it's like, I with no expectation of Radiohead, and I really shouldn't. I should be fair, and I am being fair to them. It's like, new album's good. It is. If they had done what these guys did, it's like, I guess what I'm saying is that, in all fairness, this is just all right, and they probably coulda, shoulda, woulda. What the hell is that good for, so I'm just showing this thing because it's a big old fat thing, and I love packaging, and that got me. I said, okay, you guys are doing it nice, so let me grab one of these. I'm just look here. I've shown you everything I just bought, and I'm looking to see if there's anything I've been playing that I don't think I've shown yet, and I don't think I've shown this. So this is something I've been playing, and it's a Sarah Records compilation. This is called Temple Cloud. Sarah was a minor label out of Britain that put out some indie bands that were, I think they were calling the music kind of like twee. That was one word I heard associated with it. C86, is that possibly? But beyond that, it's just I like these bands. The Field Mice, the Orchids, the Wake, Brighter, St. Christopher, the Golden Dawn, Action Painting. I like all these bands. I have some singles on Sarah as well. And the music is interesting. It's almost kind of like, some of it's kind of like bed sit music. Does that make sense? Kind of like, they did it at home, and you can almost see these young kids kind of quirky and kind of lonely, or seemingly, what I'm saying, that teen angst sort of thing. And they come up with this beautiful music that it sounds like they can barely play, but it's just some great songs that are touching. So that's been on my playlist quite a bit. A long time ago I showed this, but I've been getting back into the last album that Mew put out. I really love this band, Mew. And I'm thinking that folks that really love adventurous music ought to just take another listen to this album. I encourage it. And if you're put off by Jonas Bjerre's high voice, interesting, I would say try to not focus on that and try and incorporate it as another instrument into the music that's going on here. These guys, this is a badass group. Music is excellent. Modern day prog pop. That's what's so cool about it. It's pop music, but it's very challenging. It's very progressive. Let's see if I got anything else down here I haven't shown recently. So with that in mind, that is my 10.5-minute final update. I will see you soon. Leave me comments if you like it and haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. It's the wonderful vinyl community that I'm so glad that I am a member of. I really feel this membership in a real way. It's like I carry you guys around in my head, like I bet some of you do. And it's a good thing. Just like we carry all the loved ones in our lives, in our heads, in our hearts. So, I gotta get used to this camera thing. Peace out.